So there's a lot of things on your plate this week, a lot of things coming at you this week, but you know what? You've got this, Virgo.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Hello. This is for the week of August 11th through the 17th. Now we're going to have a general overview of the astrology, and then we will go into specifics for each sign. We will also have specific tarot readings on each sign. As always, we do start out with the moon. So expect on the 15th, we're going to see the last quarter in Taurus at 23 degrees, 26 minutes. During the last quarter is when you celebrate the success, celebrate the project completion, and then we turn away and move forward. As we go back, we have to go all the way back and find the new moon in Taurus. When you set your intentions for this project, that occurred on May 19th of 2023 at 28 degrees of Taurus. The first quarter, where you do all that work, occurred on February 16th of 2024 at 27 degrees of Taurus. And then we looked at the full moon, which was May 7th of 2024 at 18 degrees of Taurus. And again, now we're at the last quarter ready to go on. Now, we're going to go over the void, of course. If you recall, last week I reminded you that the void, of course, would begin on August 10th at 11:54 p.m. at 13 degrees of Pisces. It continues all the way through the 11th and into August 12th at 3:33 a.m. when it ends and the moon goes into the sign of Aries. Again, on the 13th, we begin another void at 3:53 p.m. at 21 degrees of Aries. It ends on the 14th at 6:22 a.m. when it enters into Taurus. On August 15th at 10:11 p.m., we go into another void, of course, at 23 degrees of Taurus, and it ends on the 16th at 9:01 when it enters into Gemini. Okay, Virgo, energy this week doesn't change a whole lot. We still have those two kites leading us, one towards Saturn and Mars, tailing behind, leaving still that opportunity to compromise. Find that. It'll reduce the tension. We also have the other one headed towards Mercury with Pluto on the tail. Again, changing communications. That would be helpful. Jupiter remains in conjunction with Venus, so an extra big romance, and it's squaring the moon. Oh, let's add your feelings in there. You need to take some action there. What decisions need to be made? We also have the moon squaring Pluto and Mercury again. Opportunity for action and decision between your changing feelings and the way you communicate them. Towards the end of the week, the sun will come into a square with the moon. Your feelings and your core identity. Something needs to change there. The moon in conjunction with Uranus. So that into that square between the moon and the sun, we have a surprise from Uranus as we breathe that collective sigh of relief because Mercury finally stationed direct on Monday. So the fog is going to start to lift. Clarity is going to start to return. But do remember, there is still a 2-week post-shadow. Let's see here. Mercury's back on track. It's time to streamline those tasks, update your schedules, re-engage the projects. Mars moved into Libra last week. That energizes your money sector. It feels the push to secure income or establish a fair value in your work. Be careful of impulse spending or overextending. Financial clarity comes midweek after Mercury has changed positions. In love and romance, you're warmth, you're magnetic, thanks to Venus and Jupiter, and they're both in Cancer. Romantic and creative collaboration projects benefit from this. Grounded communication is important. It will invite deeper conversation, perfect for couples or partnerships. The clarity will help you release the emotional clutter. Reconnect with what supports you rather than what you've been carrying habitually. Take notice of your internal patterns and your shadow beliefs. They may be revealed by Mercury's shift. This is an ideal week for journaling or for one of emotional healing. Release what no longer serves you. Build clarity through calm structure. Dawn, what are you showing for Virgo?
All right, Virgo, let's take a look at what Tarot says. Thank you, Ms. Bonnie, for that astrology read. Tarot, please tell us what is the more important things to understand this week for Virgo. All righty then. Used to be Virgo. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Coins. Queen of Coins. I'm liking that. The Queen of Coins energy is a very patient energy. So don't be surprised that this week the universe is very patient with you, and your friends are patient with you, your family members are. There's some patience there, but also remember that this is a patience that comes from a good place. It's a place of understanding and abundance. They really do. This is a week where the universe is patient with you to excel, for you to move forward, with you to expand. And so know that the universe is going to be there holding your hand, and for lack of a better phrase, but it's going to be supportive of you. So appreciate the fact that this week you're not going to have a lot of energy against you. It's like the energy is it's like the wind, instead of at your front pushing you back, it's more of a wind at your back pushing you forward. So embrace that. Now, your energy this week is going to be a very heavy energy. I have an 8 of Wands here. So there's a lot of things on your plate this week, a lot of things coming at you this week, but you know what? You've got this, Virgo. So don't feel like you're overwhelmed. When I see this eight of Wands energy, it comes to my mind about the time management and about understanding time management and utilizing time management. This is a week where, again, a lot of things are coming at you, but if you manage them successfully, you'll get through them one at a time. First and foremost, make a list and make them one at a time. Put the highest priority first, and urgency, the highest priority, the most important, put them at first, and then go down the list. And then one after the other. So let's make that a priority. The next thing we have here is the Hermit card. The Hermit card is saying this is a lot of work that needs to be done, but as you get the work done, you're going to be moving slowly and quickly to the things that are core and most important to you, the things that really do help you return to your path. This also could be a notice saying, hey, let's make sure we're getting back to our path. Make sure we're doing what we know we need to do. And then the Sun card is there. So the Sun card is saying, hey, as you move back to your path and as you get these things done, you're going to be getting into a happier time, a time where you're feeling more relief and so forth. These probably are things that were part of last week that you're bringing back, that are carrying into this week. But again, you're going to resolve them one at a time. Do not try to do 10 million things at one time. This is a recipe for disaster. Again, make a priority, set a time management, and then just move through them one at a time. And as you do, again, you're going to get that feeling of life and lightness and energy. And again, the accomplishment brings you that feeling of, yes, I've done something. Yes, I moved through it. And as you do, the Page of Wands comes out. So the Page of Wands comes out is again, that confirmation that, yes, you made this happen. Yes, you did this. Yes, you did this. And as that happens, it's interesting because I don't feel like a backflooding of new stuff coming in. I just feel like, again, there's an abundance of things that came with you. So the good part is, as you get things accomplished, you're not going to have a lot of stuff coming back to backfill the others. And so keep moving forward, keep celebrating those little hurdles as you do. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. That's not your business this week. More importantly, do what you need to do this week. And that's the 10 of Wands. This week will close on a high note, on a week of production, on a week of you feeling much better about yourself, knowing that you can get stuff done when you do it. And when the week ends, that 10 of Wands ends, which tells you you have had a very good week. And that week is also, again, supported by your energies of your environment. So this is just a week of work. I mean, just a steady week of work and progress. I don't see a lot of energies coming in that are going to be disruptive. I don't see a lot of energies that's going to take you to a high or a low. This is more about just being productive and moving forward through the week, getting you to whatever is coming next week. Now, when this energy, usually when you have a 10 like that, that tells you the ending of this energy week is also the energy cycle. And don't be surprised if something new and fresh is in front of you next week. And when it is, it may be taking you to a much more happy or confident place. But we will know that when we look at next week's tarot cards, along with next week's astrology chart. So y'all need to find your way back here next week so we can compare notes. So Ms. Bonnie, how does that align with your astrology reading, or does it not make any damn sense?
No, I think there's a section in here I was reading through, and it's talking about re-engaging projects, updating schedules, streamlining tasks, and getting everything back on track. That's a Virgo thing. That's all about Virgo.
Yeah, and that streamlining it makes sense with that 8, because when you come into the week with all this over your head, you got to find a process to go through it methodically if you can. And therefore, you're not overwhelmed, because you want to avoid that overwhelmed feeling. But by seeing that 10 at the end, it tells me they will do this. Virgo, you will get this done, because that 10 shows that completion, that you did one and one and one and one. One and done, one and done, one and done, one and done, and then till you get it all done. That's always a good way to work a week, you know what I'm saying? Put the use of the energy, and while you have it too. I mean, the good part is I feel a lot of very it's not like a lot of positive energy, but I do feel like a lot of completion energy. And that's when you have that kind of energy working for you, man, use it to your advantage. Big time, big time. Ms. Bonnie, while they're working through their energies and while they're up in that emotional getting things done, how can they help us get some things done, if you know what I'm saying?
I think I know what you're saying. Down in that lower right-hand corner, there should be a subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Oh, it makes us so happy. And then set that little notification bell to all. If you do that on my channel, Your Love Goddess, hop over to Mr. Don at Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Do the same thing there. Subscribe, hit it to all. And then go to Cards and Constellations, our new channel. That's where you will see these videos, and at some point, that's the only place you will see them. So make sure you've hit subscribe. When we go live on either channel, or if we've posted something, you'll get a little notification that lets you know. So you no longer have to look for us. We will come to you. Then the most love you can show us, and the most love you can do to help others, is to hit that share button. You hit the share, put the video out so that other people can benefit. You never know how a message for one can also affect others. So show us the love that way.
Amen. Amen. And with that said, again, folks, just one event at a time, one thing at a time, as we live our life, one day at a time. And you're going to see how you'll get through this week. You will do just fine, because Virgo, that's what you do. Love, light, and blessings from Ms. Bonnie and her family, me and my family, to you and yours. Send us a message. Let us know how this resonates, and we'll talk to you next week. And believe me when I say we respond to every message. If you send us a message, we will send you a response. I promise you. That's what we do. And that's part of our love and light. Have a great one. Bye-bye.